Hello, Gemini. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be a love reading, a you versus them love reading. So I'm going to be looking at your partner, how they feel about you, and how you feel about them. This will be a general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So it will not resonate with every Gemini watching. Feel free to check out your other placements for more messages. Sometimes those can resonate more. And even though I'm saying you versus them and I'm putting them on one side and you on the other, feel free to flip the roles if they resonate more. All right, Gemini, let's get into it. Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini regarding the person they are thinking about? Messages for Gemini regarding the person they are thinking about. So this reading will be for those of you who already have someone in mind. So this is someone you are already interacting with in some way. There's a connection between you in some way. Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini regarding the person they are thinking about? What messages do you have for Gemini regarding the person they are thinking about? All right, Gemini. Huge thank you to everyone who has, Huge thank you to everyone who has commented, subscribed, liked the videos. I really appreciate it. I read all of your comments and I love hearing from you. All right, Gemini, so I'm going to start with the current energies between you and the person that you are dealing with. Okay, so we got the Chariot and the Emperor. All right, so could be an Aries or a Cancer that you're dealing with, because these are the major arcanas for those signs. But really what I'm seeing here is movement forward, wanting victory, wanting to take charge of the situation. Either you both feel this way or one of you is wanting to move this forward. Interesting. So I'm going to put you on this side, Gemini, and your person on this side. Spirit, what are the energies for Gemini? How does Gemini feel about this connection? How does Gemini view or feel about this connection? Can you tell me about Gemini's feelings or thoughts towards this connection? Timing is fluid, so whatever situation I talk about today could have already happened, be currently happening, or happen in the near future. Okay, we got the Empress. Okay, so we've got a major arcana so far for all of these, so that is really exciting. Let me just move you guys up a little bit so you guys can see. Okay, so the Empress. So Gemini, you're thinking about growing this, wanting this to grow, wanting this to expand. What else for Gemini's thoughts and feelings towards this connection? I feel like you also see the potential. Knight of Wands. See, again with the movement, a lot of passion, a lot of energy here. Anything else for Gemini, please? How does Gemini view or feel about this connection? What are Gemini's thoughts and feelings towards this connection? Nine of Wands. Okay, so some sort of being on guard here. Someone here is not revealing everything or keeping some things to themselves. Oh my gosh, guys, excuse the noise. Those are my dogs. So with the Knight of Wands, you might have been waiting for this person for a long time. You might be a little bit distrusting of this person. We're going to clarify all of these, but this is what I see so far is you not 100% being in on this connection for some reason. For some reason, you've put up walls. I don't know if it's because of what's happened in your past or if it's because of this connection. So let's look at your person. How does Gemini's person feel about this connection? What are Gemini's person's thoughts and feelings about this connection, Spirit? What can you tell me about Gemini's person's thoughts and feelings? Thoughts and feelings, please, for the person Gemini is thinking about. Okay, so I have Death here, sign of Scorpio. Wanting to transform this, wanting to end this. end something here. And then Page of Swords. So watching you, wanting to communicate with you. Anything else for Gemini's person? What can you tell me, Spirit, about Gemini's person regarding this connection? What can you tell me about Gemini's person regarding this connection? Wheel of Fortune and Four of Pentacles. So they're holding back as well. Both of you are holding back. This person's watching you though. The mutual energy is wanting to move forward. But someone's keeping something to themselves or is unable to let go. Maybe someone's unable to let go of this connection or unable to share their feelings. With the Wheel of Fortune and Death, like someone wants to change something here. Or the wheel, the divine has stepped in to change this dynamic in some way. I have a lot of, well, I feel that there's a lot of energy here, but I'm almost getting the sense of pent-up energy. Like there's emotion here in some way. There's action that needs to be taken, but there's also hang-ups. So let's clarify. I just want to see what's at the bottom of the deck. The World. Geez, okay. So a new cycle here of some sort with the World. So let's clarify. I'm going to use a different deck to clarify. Clarify these energies. So with, I mean, these are some very big major arcanas. I mean, all major arcanas are big, but these have to do with movement and change. You could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. It doesn't have to be. Spirit, help me clarify these messages for Gemini, please, regarding the person they are thinking about. Help me clarify these messages for Gemini, please, regarding the person they are thinking about. Help me clarify these messages for Gemini, please. All right, let's start with the Chariot and the Emperor. Spirit, tell me about the Chariot and the Emperor, please. Well, that was quick. Look at this, the same cards again. Page of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Watching and holding back. Anything else that you can tell me about the Emperor and the Chariot, please? Spirit, any other messages for Gemini regarding the Emperor? Queen of Cups, but there's love, there's emotion here. There's feelings involved. Anything else for this Emperor and Chariot energies, please? What else can you tell me about the Emperor and the Chariot, Spirit? What else can you tell me about the Emperor and the Chariot? Oh my gosh, and there's the Wheel of Fortune again. Okay. So something definitely, there's action happening between you and this person. There's change. It's almost like the divine stepped in and made something happen that was stuck, or has stepped in to change this dynamic of just watching and waiting. It's almost like, you know, you're not going to get anywhere by just watching, waiting, and holding things back. So let's look at you, Gemini. Tell me about the Empress. The Empress is all about growth, expansion, creating something special. She has it all. There's nothing that the Empress is missing. This could be you, or this could be how you feel about this connection. A connection that you feel can last the test of time, or can grow into something very special. Tell me about the Empress, please, for Gemini. What can you tell me, Spirit, about the Empress for Gemini? Look at that, Four of Wands. Yeah. You see forever with this person. Anything else with the Empress? You see the house, the kids, the white picket fence, the everything. You see this being something that it's almost like this is your person in a way. What do you think? Yeah, there's happiness here with the sun, fulfillment here. I mean, it's almost like what I just heard is this is all you need to be happy. It's like, this is all that's missing. This is what's missing. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Fire energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also got Leo up there. And with the Empress, it could be Taurus. Tell me about the Knight of Wands for Gemini. Why is the Knight of Wands here, Spirit? High Priestess. So your intuition is moving you forward, or at least is at least influencing this energy of wanting to move. Why the High Priestess? Again, you could also be keeping this to yourself. Why the High Priestess? The Fool. Wanting something new, wanting to take a leap of faith. New cycle. We did get the World, the bottom of the deck. That's all about new cycle. I feel like you're keeping, this is like either you intuitively know that you're going to be starting something new with this person, or your intuition is guiding you to take that leap of faith, to go on this journey. Bottom of the deck, I have Seven of Swords. So I'm getting avoidance. Someone's avoiding making a move, or yeah, someone's not making a move right now, or not speaking about this, or just, I mean, they're listening to their intuition, and they want to move, but I don't get the sense that they're moving just yet. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, typically, he's a go-getter. He doesn't really stop and think very much about what he's doing. He just wants to go and deliver a message. Usually it's a passionate message, a message that comes from the heart. Why the Knight of Wands for Gemini? Queen of Wands, Five of Wands. So maybe someone's not moving because there might be drama or just disagreement. Something's not right in this connection for some reason. There's something getting in the way here. I see this as meddling, this Five of Wands, for, you know, surrounding these other cards and the energies that I'm getting. However, Queen of Wands, you know, someone wants to take charge, or a fire sign is meddling. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or someone just wants to take action again. They know they have to take action. They know where they're supposed to go. But again, I get that sense of Hermit under the deck. I get that sense of not doing anything about it, just thinking. Which is kind of funny because these are all cards about action, like I said when I first started. But, you know, the Hermit, he's withdrawn in a personal quest to listen to his inner voice, sign of Virgo. So again, I'm really getting that sense that someone's not moving. And then we have the Nine of Wands. So it's like someone's just kind of like sitting around waiting, thinking about the past, being paranoid or just anxious, putting up walls here. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. Why is the Nine of Wands here for Gemini? Three of Wands, waiting. Someone's kind of seeing, I mean, there's potential. Someone wants to go out towards something, but they're not moving. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. It might be because you're waiting for this person to make a move, Gemini. Yeah, look at that, Two of Pentacles. Someone's weighing the options here, trying to decide what they want to do. But 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, they know that this is where their happiness lies. 10 of Pentacles behind that. Look at that. You know? Tell me more about the 9 of Wands. For Gemini, tell me more, please, about the 9 of Wands. Okay, there's Strength card, sign of Leo again. So this is about inner strength. It could also be pride. But this Strength card is also about holding back, mastering your emotions. Controlling your emotions in a gentle way. Being compassionate, being empathetic. This is someone that's very strong mentally and emotionally. I feel like because of everything you've been through, you've grown into this person, and it's like you don't want to be rash. You don't want to do something without thinking, and that's making you hesitate. That's why you're going back and forth. Some of you are wondering, like, is this going to happen? Is this not going to happen? So let's look at your person. Tell me about death. Why is death here, Spirit? Why is death here? The Lovers. There you are, Gemini. Tell me more about death. Why is death here? For Gemini's person. Why is death here? 7 of Cups. And the Hierophant. Someone here is also wondering how to okay, so this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone that wants to have a transformation, because I have Death and the Wheel of Fortune. Someone wants to have a transformation, but they're kind of wondering how they're going to go about this. They want commitment. They want union here. Some of them have been fantasizing about this. Some of them have been dreaming about this. Some of them, I feel like, have been in some sort of a fog. There's different ways they can go about this. And so they're kind of weighing their options as well. I think it's kind of funny. You guys are mirroring each other. But there's someone here that wants to transform something. Someone has gone through a transformation here. And I feel like it's because of all this thinking and imagining and fantasizing that they've been doing. It's like they've been fantasizing. Well, let's ask. Why the 7 of Cups, Spirit? Why is the 7 of Cups here for Gemini's person? Why is the 7 of Cups here for Gemini's person? Yeah, see, they've been fantasizing and daydreaming about the potential of something. But again, not moving, just thinking. Tell me more about the 7 of Cups. Tell me more about the 7 of Cups for Gemini's person. 8 of Pentacles, working hard on themselves. Someone's like focused on work, on finances, on, again, on how to make this happen. They're very focused, this person. They see the potential with the 2 of Wands. They could choose either path, either way of going about this. But all they're doing is thinking, daydreaming, watching with the Page of Swords. Tell me more about this Page of Swords. Let's ask about this Page of Swords. Tell me more about this Page of Swords. It's like this person wants to communicate or is just watching. Could be thinking about what message to send you. Tell me more about this Page of Swords. 5 of Swords. Tell me more about this Page of Swords. for Gemini's person. Why is this Page of Swords here? Knight of Swords. A lot of swords are all about thoughts. So again, a lot of thinking, fear of losing. There's fear of losing here. And there's a message that they want to deliver. Probably in the past, there was some sort of loss between you. There was a no-win situation between you. Someone could have walked away from the other person, and now there's communication coming in. Tell me more about this Page of Swords. Tell me more about this Page of Swords for Gemini's person. What's the Page of Swords here? Yeah, Page of Pentacles. They want to come in with an offer, but it's going to be a small offer at first. And yet they're holding back. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? For Gemini's person, why is the Four of Pentacles here? Ace of Cups, wow. This person is either not letting go of this. It's like they're not giving up this connection. They're holding tightly to either their emotions regarding you, or they're keeping, yeah, it's like they're keeping this to themselves. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Empress. They're keeping, yeah, it's like they're keeping this to themselves. They're kind of like holding tightly to their emotions regarding you here. I feel like they see you as this Empress because you were on this other side. Remember, guys, flip the roles if they resonate more, but there's a lot of emotion here with this person. Genuine emotions. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Something is changing here. Something is, because I have the Wheel of Fortune twice. So this to me is going to happen. Tell me about this wheel. Oh my God. Tower and the Two of Cups. Are you kidding me? So there's going to be a dramatic shakeup, Gemini. It's going to be a whole new cycle, a whole new rebuilding of this connection. This connection is a very powerful connection. You two are mirroring each other. You two want the same things. And I feel like the divine has stepped in to bring a tower moment. Tell me more about this tower. Because neither of you were moving. I feel like neither of you were doing anything, and I feel like Spirit was probably like, I'm just gonna do something here. I'm just gonna throw a bomb in the middle of this thing here and see what happens. Nine of Wands. Wow. This tower moment, I feel, is gonna rock one of you or both of you. This tower moment could also burn down these walls or that you've built around yourself, or take down these barriers that you've built around your heart. Tell me more about this tower. Whoa. There's the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this is going to be a long-term commitment. It's going to happen. There's Death and the Nine of Swords that was flipped over there. Yeah, this is going to happen. Period. Like, this is going to happen. There's not going to be any more, like, I mean, and maybe when this happens, both of you are going to be like, what do I do? But everything was meant to happen. All of this was meant to happen exactly like it's going to happen. Okay? Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Gemini. I hope that this reading was resonating with you or most of you. Please let me know in the comments if it did. I love hearing from you. Thanks again to everyone who has liked, subscribed, or commented in my videos recently. I really appreciate it. I'm sending you guys lots of love, and wishes of good health. I hope you're all healthy and practicing social distancing. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Take care.